Welcome to the channel, everyone. Make sure, before we continue with today's review, you like this video, subscribe, and make sure you check down below in the description for a link that'll take you straight to Amazon where you can buy today's game. Now today, we are reviewing Love Letter, and this is, I believe, the original, so, I have the deluxe, and I'll do a review on that as well. So, here we go. Let's open this up. It's a really nice bag. I don't see many games like this with like a bag, and it's just something I find unique about this game. So we'll just leave this to the side where you can look at it like the whole time. And then we got our love tokens. I feel like I'm missing some. Doesn't matter. And then we got some reference cards and the instruction book, and then our playing cards. Now this game has been through a lot. I've had it for years, and so like it's been through a whole lot. The cards are getting dented. I will probably replace it, but anyway, this is what you see in the box. Yeah, so the best amount of players for this game is I say 3. The max is 4, so it's 2, 3, or 4 players. I suggest 3. 4 can either take too long or even be too short, and 2 will just definitely take too long. So it is a draw and play. You take turns, draw and play, player elimination card game. So if you have 2 people, you are trying to win, and you win 1 each round. If you win the round, you're trying to win 7 of these tokens right here. And that's probably why I need more, because I only have, not that many. If there's 3 players, you only need 5 of these tokens, and so I think it's a better game. But if you have 4 players, you only need 4. So there's more people going, so sometimes it's a good game as well. But if you only need to get to 4, I don't know. It can either be really short or it can be way too long with so many people. So when you're gonna go, so let's just set it up real quick. So everyone that's playing, let's say we're playing a 2-player game. The first person, so here's first and second, the first person is gonna draw a card. Now let's look at their hand right here. And then they're gonna play 1. Now, this one keeps you safe. This one, if you guess what the other player has, then they are, well, here my thumb's in the way. Then they're out. Essentially, unless they have like one of these played or something. So there's a very small selection of cards. So you just saw the Garden the Handmaid. Here's the Princess right here. And so if you have you're not allowed to discard this. If you do, you're out of the game, or not the game, the round, because it depends on how many people, how many rounds you're gonna play in order to win these right here, the love tokens. And so if you could hang on to this to the end of the game, you automatically win. Here's the King. It lets you trade players with another hand. The Baron, you secretly compare hands, and it says the player with the lower value is out of the round. The Priest lets you look at another player's hand, which comes in handy when you have, there's the Hammond again, the Guard. If you can, then you get to guess, and if you guess what's in that player's hand, then they're out. More guards, more barons. There's 5 guards. Here's the Prince. You could choose a person, including yourself, to discard their hand and draw new cards. This one, if you have the King or Prince in your hand, you must discard this card, and then that's about it. So there's not a very wide selection of cards, but it feels like it could go on for a long time, especially if you're in round like 3 and you're doing 2 players. It just, sometimes I feel like, is this game going to end? I feel, and let me just give you my pros and cons here. What I just mentioned was a con. Sometimes I just feel like it is taking way too long, and the game itself is procrastinating. So here's my pros. It's a good game to start for new people when it comes to like new gamers, really. It's also good for people getting into card games. It's super easy to learn, super easy to teach. But it feels so monotonous. The replayability on this is just kind of sad. Which is something you will not find in the deluxe version, and I'll show you in another video. But there's just not enough here that really brings out this game's potential. Another nice thing about this is I feel like it's an interesting theme. So you're a princess, and you're being courted by different people. You know, the king, the prince, but you also have your guards and your handmaids, and your mother, the queen, has been sent to prison. And essentially, from what I remember, you have to marry in order for the kingdom to, like, you know, continue, but you don't want to. You just don't. And, you know, maybe you just don't want to marry. I mean, I really don't have much to say about that. And this kind of goes along with it. It has a decent story. I like the story that goes with it. It is in the instruction booklet. It explains the story in here and each person's role in the story. So, I mean, I enjoy reading this from time to time. You know, get refreshing myself, maybe playing a couple rounds. But here's my cons. So, it's too long sometimes. Like, some games are pretty good games, but this game will just go on forever and ever. And there's not very many cards in there, which kind of confuses me. Like, how does it have so few cards, but, like, it could go on forever? And it's part of how many rounds you have. So, another thing is I don't like the art. The art, I find it ugly. Now, I feel like it might fit the theme a bit, but I don't know, this just kind of seems boring and dumb. If they would have done something more cartoony, this game might have even been better. Something fun to look at. This is just dry and boring, except for the bag. The bag is soft, okay? I love this bag, which is another pro. I like this bag a lot. I'm just going to leave my hand here for a second, because I like it so much. And it's soft, guys. Like, I can carry this around, even in my pocket. It's that small. I mean, let's compare it. Here's my hand. Here's the little booklet. I mean, it's super small. And so you can take it places. Pretty easy. But and I said this before, there's not enough cards to bring out this game's potential. It's just too dry, I guess. And another bad thing is, another con, I guess, is that I've brought this to even older gamers, gaming for years. Whatever they can get their hands on, they'll play it. They just had a bad experience with this game. They just really don't like it. And, like, when they come over to my house, they're like, can we just, like, play something else instead? Like, I know we haven't played this in a while, but, like, let's just not. Like, I had a few bad experiences. It's just not worth it anymore to them. So, I mean, this might not be something you want to take and share with other people. I mean, maybe you just love this game. Maybe, like the artwork, the theme, everything just fits together for you. And that's awesome. That's the point of this channel, is for you to see these things so you can choose for yourself, really. I'm just trying to give you, like, an unbiased opinion, except for the art. The art, I definitely find it just boring and dry and all kinds of bad stuff. Oh, the camera just went weird with the lighting. Now, so let's see, what else can I say? I mean, there really isn't that much to it. I really don't like this game. I would rank it like a 5 out of 5. So it's not horrible. It's not decent though. So I mean, I wouldn't choose this game. And so, I mean, that's about it. So, I mean, please comment. Tell me what you think about this game. Also, tell me about this video. Like, if you have suggestions to make these videos better for you guys in the future, like, please let me know. Because, like, that really helps me help you. Another thing is, I mean, tell me if I'm just talking too much. Because I feel like I do that sometimes. And I don't know. It's just, I feel it's bad for a channel. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate you being here, suffering through this video. And I'll see you in the next video on the Before You Buy Game Review channel. See you next time, guys. Goodbye.